I guess we were just living a normal family life, you know?
He always just loved anything with wheels. Muscle cars, his favorite is muscle cars.
We're classic car fanatics.
And Harley people.
And Harley people.
I always noticed that he didn't play like the other kids. When he fell down, it took him a while to get back up. But he always did. He always just got back up, brushed himself off. I had an uncle that had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And so it was always in the back of our minds. Could Nicolas have this? Does he have this? It's a genetic disorder that affects about 1 in 3,000 boys worldwide. Eventually, you go from walking, having a hard time to walk to being in a wheelchair.
The day he was diagnosed, I just totally switched around and immediately calmed down.
It was devastating, to say the least.
Just realized, you know what? I don't have time for my sorrows. I have to be there for him.
I had a physical therapist and, she kind of explained more that I got weak muscles and everything. And for some reason, I was gonna ask her, like, I'm afraid to be in a wheelchair. I'm like, am I gonna be in a wheelchair? And she's like, well, if it gets to that point, well, we'll just figure it out there. But for now, you're still walking and everything. I was in the middle of 3rd grade. I was 9 years old. I started lacking walking, and just one day I just couldn't do it anymore. But then a couple of months later, I ended up in this, and it was comfortable and everything. I do remember walking. I mean, does it stink not to walk? Yeah, but I just don't think about it because, I just move forward in life.
We never dwelled on the negatives. We always remain positive. My friend suggested I call Make-A-Wish. I went on the internet, read more about Make-A-Wish. In the process of, I had to, fill out certain things, and I sent it along, and we got contacted by Make-A-Wish. And they sent over 2 representatives to come and interview us. They were kind of blown away. We've never had something like this before, a wish like this before.
I wanted this wish because I thought it could be like a big family thing. Like, I can hang out with my father more, and I noticed that Mom could hang in the back, so all 3 of us could be like one big happy family, and then we just go off riding places.
I'll be honest with you, I just never felt it was going to happen. This is such an unusual request. In my mind, I wouldn't tell him this. I said I'd be very surprised if they said yes. And they actually ended up surprising me and said yes and went over and beyond anything I could have expected to make this happen. I met C Stanley and his crew. He took a look at the chair, saw the bike, and goes, yeah, I think I could do this.
Well, we were contacted by Make-A-Wish, and everybody at the shop got enthused about it, and just tried to build something that would suit their needs, and hopefully that came out the way it should have. We're pretty tickled about it, mainly about Nicolas and the smile on his face. You can't put a dollar sign on that. It's just wonderful.
I was very enthusiastic about it because I could figure how fast it could be and fun, and just having a really good time.
We picked up the bike on August 6th, and all our friends and family, Claude Stanley came.
Obviously, he's limited in what he can do, but something like this is just going to give him a freedom that a rider understands what it's like to ride. And, why most bikers like to ride is because there's a true sense of freedom, and he's going to get to experience that sense of freedom. And he's equal because he's on wheels like anyone else that's riding.
When we first took off, it was very overwhelming, but I was happy and proud, excited. And his face, it just said it all, because he sat and he looked pleased, and he just was focused and just enjoying every second of it. And we did too.
We were all hooting and just mostly just my eyes forward, but we will do the heavy metal sign and everything.
What a day! I couldn't have expected it to go any better. And it was a really sweet moment.
I kept looking in there, and he just had this content look, and we're riding as a family, and and there's just so much, lots of miles and lots of hours of riding together now. And a part of me always said, I wish I could do this with my son. Looking at his face, you know, how happy Katetti was, and it was his Make-A-Wish, but it was my dream that came true too.
Nicolas got to be the lead, got to lead the Blue Knights in a Make-A-Wish charity run.
Nicolas's wish for a sidecar, we never seen one like it before. But we went about, as soon as we heard, when Nicolas answered that question, if you could have one wish, what would it be? And he wanted a sidecar. And as we learned later, it was really to spend more time with mom and dad who love to ride. And now he can enjoy the open roads with them and with a few hundred or a few thousand of their friends as well on the road.
That was an awesome day. About 300 motorcycles, thundering machines behind us. And now we are official Blue Knight members.
They made us feel really special that day, and especially, you know, I mean, the way they treated Nicolas just was amazing, amazing experience, something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
He's quiet at first with the situation, any situation, until he warms up, but this has helped him come out of his shell. That it's been wonderful to see Nicolas, you know, grow with this experience.
What Make-A-Wish means to me is it's a reminder that in a world where we live, where there's, every time you pick up a newspaper or you turn on the news, there's so much negativity. It makes you so, you know, it would just remind me there are a lot of good people in this world. You know, to bring some joy into their life, to, you know, bring a smile, and, you know, and I always say, as long as he's smiling, everything is good in the world, and that's what Make-A-Wish helped provide for us.
Make-A-Wish means family. He really never got to experience what normal kids get to do with their dads. And just knowing that Nicolas could spend all kinds of time with his dad, and Make-A-Wish did that for us, I thank you.
I'd like to thank them for supporting Make-A-Wish and making people's dreams come true.